Hello everyone. In the previous session we are solving the problems based on Newton forward difference interpolation formula. So I have done two problems in the previous session itself. Now let me continue with the problem. Here is the third problem. We have to find y is equal to e power of 2x for x is equal to 0.05. So don't worry about this. This is the given function. We need to find the value at x is equal to 0.05 from the following data by using Newton forward interpolation formula. Anyhow, method is mentioned in the problem itself. If it is not mentioned, we can just by looking at the problem we can decide whether to use forward interpolation or backward interpolation. In the sense, here what is the value of x? You have 0.05, right? You just subtract it with 0. See here, 0.05 minus 0. I'll just show you. 0.05 minus 0 is 0.05 itself. This is for first value. For the last value, 0.05 minus 0.4. So which is the highest value? 0.4. So you have to subtract 0.4 minus 0.05. 0.4 is the last value. 0.05 is the given value. So 0.4 minus 0.005. That will give you 0.395. So 0.395 and 0.05. Which is the value? Since 0.05 is nearest to 0. Compared to 0.395, see here 0.395 will be nearer to 4. See, 0.05 is the smallest value, right? So we can clearly decide that 0.05 is nearer to 0 rather than 0.4. So instead of doing all this calculation, you just see the point. So given point x is equal to 0.05 is nearer to 0, so but it is farther to 0.4. So we have to, since it is nearer to first value, we have to apply forward difference interpolation formula. So as I already told you, to construct find out the Newton's forward interpolation formula, we have to construct first difference table. So let me construct the difference table first. As I already explained, first make a list of x and y values. X is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Next make a list of y values. 1, 1.2214, 1.4918, 1.8221, 2.255. Now forward difference. First forward difference is delta y. Subtract these two values. That is 1.2214, 1.2214 minus 1. That will give you 0.2214. 0.2214. Similarly, subtract these two values. That is 1.4918 minus 1.2214. That will give you 0.2704. Difference of these two. 1.8221 minus 1.4918. That will give you 0.3303. Similarly, 2.255 minus 1.8221. 0.4329. Now let me calculate second difference, that is delta square y. Similarly, subtract these two values, you will get 0.049. Subtract these two values, you will get 0.0599. Subtract these two values, you will get 0.1026. Now third difference, delta cube y. Subtract these two values, you will get 0.0109. Similarly, subtract these two values, you will get 0.0427. Again fourth difference, that is delta power 4y, right? So subtract these two values. I'll just write here due to shortage of space. So when you subtract these two values, you will get 0.0318 for the fourth difference. You have to write all these values in a single column. Fine. So once you have constructed the forward difference table, next we have to use the Newton forward interpolation formula. Before that, first let me find the or else let me write the formula. What is the Newton's forward interpolation formula? As I already given this formula, so please go through this formula, go through the formula list I have given. So how many values are given here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the formula you have to write 5 terms, or else you have to write up to delta power 4y. So up to delta power 4y, I am going to write f of x is equal to y is equal to formula y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught plus up to fourth power I have to write p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 into y naught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms are up to delta power 4 y naught. Right? Now let me calculate p value. Formula for p is x minus x naught divided by h. As I already told you, x is the given value, that is unknown value, that is 0.05 minus x naught is the first value of x, it is 0, divided by h is the common difference, 0.2 minus 0.1, it is 0.1, 0.3 minus 0.1 is 0.1. So everywhere 0.1 is the common difference, therefore h value is 0.1. So when you divide you will get 0.5. So p value is 0.5. Now let me make a list of all the values. So what is the values? Y naught, as I already told you, this is the first value. Y naught is 1. Next, delta y naught we need. Delta y naught is the first value. Delta y naught. So it is, I'll just write here, delta y naught is 0.2214. Similarly, delta square y naught is the first value. Delta square y naught. Delta square y naught is 0.049. Next, delta cube y naught is the first value. Delta cube y naught. So delta cube y naught is 0.0109. Next we need delta power 4 of y naught. It is the first value. Delta power 4 of y naught. Delta power 4 into y naught is 0.0318. So just I have listed the values. Now we need to substitute all these values in the formula. So let me substitute. You will get y is equal to y naught is 1 plus p is 0.5 into delta y naught. Delta y naught is 0.2214 into plus p into p is 0.5 into 0.5 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is 0.049 plus 3 terms finished, that is 1, 2, 3. Now you have to substitute here. So 0.5 into 0.5 minus 1, 0.5 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial delta cube y naught is 0.0109 plus third term 0.5 into 0.5 minus 1, 0.5 minus 2, 0.5 minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 is 0.0318. Just I have substituted the value that I have listed here. Now we need to use calculator in order to simplify. So let me simplify. Y is equal to 1 plus 1 as it is. Now 0.5 into 0.2214. It is 0.1107 plus, as I already shown in the previous session how to calculate. So let me explain once again. See here 0.5. So you just open bracket 0.5, again close bracket, 0.5 minus 1, close the bracket, again open the bracket, 0.049, close the bracket, equal sign, divided by 2 factorial, in the sense press 2, shift button, this button will give you 2 factorial value. What is the value you have here? See, in the previous session I have explained conversion, anyhow I'll just write here. You will get minus 6.125 into 10 power of minus 3. See here, minus 6.125 into 10 power of minus 3. So as I already explained, minus sign as it is, now 5, 2, 1 as it is. Now we are going to shift this point by 3 digits, that is 6 is 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit. After that put a point 10. Fine, so you have to write this value. So I'll just write here minus 0.006125. Fine, for the third term. Next, fourth term I'll show you. See here 0.5 into 0.5 minus 1 into 0.5 minus 2 into 0.0109. Fine, is equal to, divided by 3 factorial, shift button, 3 button, next shift button, this button. So will give, that will give you, see here I'll just write here 6.8125 into 10 power of minus 4. So after simplification you just write 5218 as it is. Now you are shifting point by 4 digit, 6 as it is 1, so you have to count 6 as 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.0. So that will give you 0.000681. I'll just write here plus 0.000681 25 either if you want you can write, or else you can stop up to 3 digit only. Now let me simplify fourth term as usual. Just now I have shown, no, you just follow the same procedure. If you simplify this term, you will get minus 0.001242. Fine. So after simplification you will get y as 1.1040 at x is equal to, what is the value of x? 0.05. Therefore required value of y is 1.1040 at x is equal to 0.05. Fine. So this is the required solution. I think it may be visible very small. Why? Because if I enlarge this, I cannot write all the steps in a single page. So if I write all the steps in a single page, then only you will understand. Otherwise you cannot. So please adjust quality, then go to the video, you will understand this concept. Hope so it is clear, right? So here is the next problem. As usual, what we have to find, first you are finding confusion to extract the value of x, you just write down the standard format, that is y is equal to f of x. So what is the given? F of 1.6. In place of x what we have? 1.6. Therefore x value is 1.6. You can clearly note that 1.6 is nearer to 1. So we have to use forward difference formula, that is Newton forward difference formula. For that first we have to construct forward difference table. First let me make a list of forward difference table. X values and y values. So y values are 2.49, 4.82, 5.96, 6.5. Next, first forward difference. As I already told you, first forward difference you have to subtract these two. 4.82 minus 2.49. That will give you 2.33. Similarly, subtract these two values, you will get 1.14. Subtract these two values, you will get 0.54. Next, second forward difference, that is delta square y. 1.14 minus 2.33 minus 1.19. Remember, while subtracting you have to take care. First you have to write second term, that is 1.14 minus 2.33. Even though this term is largest, you cannot do reverse subtraction. You have to do it in the same manner. That is this term minus this term. That will give you minus 1.19. You have to write along with the sign. Next, 0.54 minus 1.14. You will get minus 0.6. Next, third difference. So here you will get minus 0.6, minus of minus 1.19. So minus of minus will become plus, so that it will give 0.59. See, if you are using calculator, you have to use minus 0.6 minus, again open bracket, minus 1.19. So that will give you 0.59. Fine. So once you have done with the forward difference table, as usual, first you have to write the formula, that is Newton forward difference interpolation formula. Newton forward difference interpolation formula is given by y is equal to, how many terms you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to write 4 terms, or we have to write up to del cube y, coefficient of del cube y. So y naught plus p into del y naught plus p into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into del square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into del cube y naught, up to here only. Why? Because we don't have del power 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Or you can remember like del cube, up to del cube we have to do. Now let me make a list. Before that, let me find the values of p. So what is the value of p? Formula for calculating p is, as I already told you, it is given by x minus x naught divided by h. What is the value of x? As I already told, it is 1.6 minus x naught is always the first value. So x naught is 1 divided by h. H is the common difference. 1.8 minus 1.4. So it is 0.4. Similarly, 2.2 minus 1.8. It is 0.4. So h is the common difference. It is 0.4. So after simplification, you will get p value as 1.5. So now make a list of all the values that we required. So y naught is, it is the first value here, it is y naught 2.49. Next, delta y naught we need. Delta y naught is first value in delta y. So this is delta y naught 2.33. Next, delta square y naught. Delta square y naught is the first value. Here it is delta square y naught. So it is minus 1.19. Care has to taken for the sign as well. So del cube y naught is the first value here. Del cube y naught. So it is 0.59. Now with all these values, you are going to substitute in a formula. So here you have a formula. So y naught is equal to, y is equal to, what is the value of y naught? It is 2.49 plus p is 1.5 into delta y naught is 2.33. Clear? Next, plus p is 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is minus 1.19 plus next 1, 2, 3 terms, 1, 2, 3 terms. Next this term you have to substitute 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube is 0.59. Fine. So once you have done with 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Now let me simplify. So y is equal to 2.49 as it is, plus when you multiply 1.5 with 2.33 you will get 3.495 plus I'll show you only one. See here, plus into minus is minus. Anyhow I'll just show you. So 1.5, close the bracket. Now 1.5 minus 1. So again open the bracket, along with the sign I'm going to do. So minus 1.19, close the bracket, press equal sign. You will get minus 0.8925 divided by 2 factorial is 2 only. So that after simplification you will get minus 0.44625. Fine. Next third term plus as it is. I'll show you for this problem. See 1.5, again open bracket, 1.5 minus 1, again open bracket, 1.5 minus 2, close the bracket, again open bracket, 0.59. Next divided by 3 factorial, press 3 shift button and this button will give you 3 factorial. So after simplification minus 0.0368. Fine. Now you have to simplify this. I'll show you here. 2.49 plus 3.495 plus into minus is minus 0.44625 minus 0.0368. So that will give you 5.501. So y value is 5.501 at x is equal to 1.6. So this is the required solution. Procedure is same, only thing is you need to remember the formula and the way of calculation. Clear? Now let me solve one more problem. Here is the problem. As usual we have to evaluate f of 22 value from the following data. So from the problem itself clear that y is equal to f of x format. So f of 22 is given. So x value is 22. Fine. Now let me 22 is near to 20 only, that is first value. So we have to use forward difference formula. For that we have to construct Newton forward difference forward difference table. So for that let me make a list of x and y values. X is 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Y values are 354, 332, 291, 260, 231, 204. Fine. Next first forward difference is denoted by delta y. 332 minus 354, it is minus 22. 291 minus 332, minus 41. 260 minus 291, minus 31. 231 minus 260, minus 29. 204 minus 231, it is minus 27. Next second forward difference is delta square y. So it is minus 41. I'll just write here minus 41 minus of minus 22. So it will become plus. So you will get minus 19. Similarly minus 31 minus of minus 41, that is 10. Minus 29 minus of minus 31 is 2. Minus 27. See if you are using calculator I'll show you. Minus 27 minus open bracket minus 29. So that will give you plus 2. Next third difference del cube y. Third difference 10 minus of minus 19 is plus 19. So that will give you 29. 2 minus 10, that is minus 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. Next fourth difference, that is del power 4y. Minus 8 minus 29. Minus 8 minus 29, that will give you minus 37. Next 0 minus of minus will become plus 8. So it is 8 only. Next fifth difference. 8 minus of minus 37 is plus 37. You will get 45. Now how many terms we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either we have to use 6 terms or we can use up to del power 5 of 5. One and the same. Now let me write the formula. Newton forward difference interpolation formula. Newton forward difference interpolation formula is given by y is equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 of y naught plus fifth term is p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 into p minus 4 divided by 5 factorial into delta power of 5 of y naught. Now we have to calculate p. It is given by x minus x naught by h. X is 22 minus x naught is the first value of x. So x naught is 20 divided by h is the common difference. Clearly here common difference is 5. 45 minus 40 is 5. 40 minus 35 is 5. So everywhere it is 5 only. After simplification you will get 0.4. Now I'll just list all the values here. Let me make a list here. So y naught is the first value of y. So y naught is 354. Next delta y naught is this one. So it is minus 22. Next delta square y naught, it is minus 99. I'm sorry, minus 19. Delta square y naught. Next delta cube y naught. Next delta power 4 of y naught. Next delta power 5 of y naught. So delta cube y naught is 29. Delta power 4 of y naught is minus 37. Delta power 5 of y naught is 45. Now we are going to substitute all these values in the formula. So let me substitute. Y is equal to y naught is 354 plus p is 0.4. So 0.4 into delta y naught is 354. Fine. Next delta y naught, right? Wait, I'm sorry. Y naught is 354. Delta y naught is minus 22. Minus 22. Minus is there. Next plus p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square is minus 19. Next plus p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 0.4 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube is 29. Next plus p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 into 0.4 minus 2 into 0.4 minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 is minus 37. Fine. Next last term plus p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1, 0.4 minus 2, 0.4 minus 3, 0.4 minus 4 divided by 5 factorial into delta power y is 45. So it is 45. Now let me simplify all the values. So you will get, I'll just do here. So you will get y is equal to 354 as it is. Now plus into minus is minus. So 0.4 into 22. You will get it is minus 8.8. Next this term. This you will get 2.28. Similarly simplify this term. You will get plus 1.856. Similarly, if you simplify this term, you will get plus 1.5392. Similarly, if you simplify this term, you will get plus 1.34784. Fine. If you want, I will show you the last term. Only last term I will show you. See here, last term 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 into 0.4 minus 2 into 0.4 minus 3 into in the sense bracket 0.4 minus 4 close bracket again open bracket into 45 is equal to divided by 5 factorial plus 5 shift button factorial value. That will give you 1.34784. That is what I have written. So similarly simplify all this term, you will get this. So required value of y after simplifying all these values you will get 352.22304 at x is equal to, what is the value of x in this problem? 22. So this is the required solution. Hope so it is visible, right? You just write all these values and mark this value so that you will understand in time, during the time of examination. Take a screenshot, or else better you try to solve by yourself, then only you will understand. It is y is equal to, fine, y is equal to. So here is the next problem. Here also we need to find f of 82 value. So y is equal to f of x format. F of 82 we need to find. Therefore x value is 82. So clearly 82 is nearer to 80. Right, so we have to use forward difference method, that is Newton forward interpolation formula. For this we have to list the values of x and y. So these are the given x values and y values. Now let me calculate first forward difference, that is delta y. So difference of these two, 5674 minus 5026, it is 648. Similarly difference of these two, this value minus this value will give you 688. Difference of these two value, that is 7088 minus 63622, it will give you 726. Similarly difference of these two values, that will give you 766. Now second difference, that is delta square y. 688 minus 648, it is 40. Similarly 726 minus 688, 38. 766 minus 726, 40. Next delta cube y. So 38 minus 40 minus 2. 40 minus 38, it is plus 2. Next fourth difference, delta power 4 of y. 2 minus of minus is plus 2. See here 2 minus of minus will be plus, so it will be 4. So we have to write Newton interpolation forward difference interpolation formula up to delta power 4 of y or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms you have to write. So here is the Newton forward difference interpolation formula. I have written up to del power 4 of y naught, or I have written 1, see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Now this is the formula to calculate p value, as you already know. X value is 82 minus x naught is the first value, it is 80, divided by h is the common difference, 100 minus 95 is 5. So everywhere it is 5 only, so it is 5. So after simplification you will get p value as 0.4. Fine. Now let me make a list of all the values that we need to substitute. So y naught is the, as I already told you, this is the y naught, this is delta y naught. First values, delta square y naught, this is delta cube y naught, this is delta power 4 of y naught. I'll just make a list here. 5026. Next delta y naught is 648. Next delta square y naught is 40. Next delta cube y naught is minus 2. Next delta power 4 of y naught is 4. So once you have made a list, you have to substitute all the values in the formula. So let me do a substitution. So y is equal to, what is the value of y naught? So y naught is 5026. 5026 plus p into 0.4 into delta y naught is 648 plus p is 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is 40. Next plus third term, that is fourth term, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, this term. So 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1 into 0.4 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught is minus 2. Fine. Plus last term, 0.4 into 0.4 minus 1, 0.4 minus 2, 0.4 minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta power 4 is y. Clear? Now let me simplify this. So first term, that is first term 5026 as it is. Next 0.4 into 648. So if you multiply these two terms, you will get 259.2. Next, let me simplify this term. Use the calculator as I already shown in the previous problem. So if you simplify, you will get minus 4.8. Similarly, simplify this, you will get minus 0.128. Similarly, simplify last term, you will get minus 0.11. I'm sorry, 1664. Anyhow, I will show you the last term. So I'll show you the fourth term, only last term simplification. See here, 0.4. 0.4 close bracket, again open the bracket, 0.4 minus 1, again 0.4 minus 2, again 0.4 minus 3 into 4, that is within the bracket only you have to type 4. Fine, which is equal to, next divided by 4 factorial, press 4 shift button this number, that will give you minus 0.1664. So use the same logic and calculate using the calculator. So after simplification of this expression, you will get 5280.1056 at x is equal to, what is the value of x? 82. So required value of y at x is equal to 82 is this. So this is the required solution. Hope so it is clear. So here is the next problem. Similarly, we have to find the value of f of 1.85. See here, y is equal to f of x, right? So x value is clearly 1.85. 1.85 is nearer to 1.7. So you have to use forward difference, right? So if you want, you can write the statement 1.85 is near to 1.7. so use the forward difference. For that we need to construct forward difference table. So let me construct the forward difference table. For that, let me make a list of x and y values. So I have listed all the x values and y values given in the problem as it is. Now let me calculate first difference, forward difference, that is delta y. Subtract these two values, 6.050 minus 5.474. It will give you 0.576. Similarly, subtract these two values. You will get 0.636. Subtract these two values. You will get 0.703. Similarly, 8.166 minus this value. You will get 0.777. Subtract these two values. You will get 0.859. Subtract these two values, 0.949. Next, second forward difference, delta square y. So 0.636 minus this value, 0.06. Subtract these two values, 0.067. Next, subtract these two values, you will get 0.074. Again, similarly, subtract these two values, 0.082. Subtract these two values, 0.09. Next, third difference, that is delta cube y. Subtract these two values, 0.007. Subtract these two values, 0.007 again. Subtract these two values, 0.008. Subtract these two values again, 0.008. Next, fourth difference, that is del power 4. Subtract these two values, you will get 0. Subtract these two values, you will get 0.001. Subtract these two values, you will get 0. Next, fifth difference, that is del power of 5 into y. So subtract these two values, you will get 0.001. Subtract these two values, you will get minus 0.001. Now sixth difference, that is del power of 6 of y. Subtract these two values, minus 0.001 minus 0, that is minus 0.002. Minus 0.002. Hope so it is visible, right? So these are the x values which is given in the problem only. X value, y value list out, and these values you have to calculate. So once you have done with the forward difference table, we have to use Newton forward difference interpolation formula. So how many terms you need to write? Up to del power of 6y, in the sense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms you have to write, or up to del power of 6y you have to write. So I have written the formula up to del power of 6 of y. Why? Because we have up to del power of 6 of y in the difference table. Or we can count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 terms you have to write in the formula. Now formula for calculating p is, it is already known, x minus x naught divided by h. So what is the value of x? It is given in the problem. X is 1.85. Minus x naught is the first value. First value is 1.7 divided by h. H is the common difference. Here the common difference is 0.1. Wherever you subtract, you will get 0.1 only. So 0.1 is the common difference. So after simplification, you will get p as 1.5. Now make a list of the values that we need to calculate. I'll just make list here. So y naught. Y naught is the always first value. So it is y naught. This is y naught. Delta y naught. Delta square y naught. Delta cube y naught. Delta power of 4 into y naught. Next, delta power of 5 into y naught. This is delta power of 6 into y naught. I'll just write the same here. Y naught is 5.474. Delta y naught is 0.576. Delta square y naught is 0.06. Delta cube y naught is 0.007. Delta power of 4 into y naught is 0. Delta power of 5 into y naught is 0.001. Delta power of 6 into y naught is minus 0.002. So we need to substitute all these values in this formula. So let me do that. Y is equal to y naught. Y naught is 5.474 plus p is 1.5 into delta y naught is 0.576 plus p is 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is 0.06. Find next term plus 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube is 0.007. Fine. I'll just continue. See here 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Up to 3 factorial is finished. Next this term I have to substitute. Plus 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 2, 1.5 minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into del power 4. Del power 4 is 0. Anyhow it is 0 only. Plus this term divided by 5 factorial term, right? So 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 2, 1.5 minus 3, 1.5 minus 4 divided by 5 factorial into what is del power 5 of y? It is 0.001. Clear? This term. Next last term plus 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1, 1.5 minus 2, 1.5 minus 3, 1.5 minus 4, 1.5 minus 5 divided by 6 factorial into del power of 6 is minus 0.002. Now let me simplify all. So first term is 5.474 as it is. Next we need to simplify 1.5 into 0.576. So when you multiply you will get 0.864 plus. See, only thing is when I use calculator it takes lot of time, so I used to use the calculator before only, so I'm just writing now. See, when you multiply this by using calculator you will get 0.0225. If you want you can use calculator. Next when you simplify third term you will get minus 0.12340 into 13. Fine. Now let me simplify. See here, first term is finished, second term is finished, third term is finished, fourth term is finished. Next fifth term, see here, you will get 0 into anything will be 0. Next simplify this full term. This full term you have to simplify. If you want I'll show you in calculator. This term I'll show you. See 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1 into 1.5 minus 2 into 1.5 minus 3 into 1.5 minus 4 close bracket into 0.001 close the bracket divided by 5 shift factorial. So you will get minus 1.1718. See, all these shifting and all I have explained. Anyhow, I'll just write here minus 1.1718 into 10 power of minus 5. After decimal, you just write 2 digit, more than enough. After that, you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a point 0. Minus sign will be there. Fine. So I'll just write here. For this term, you're going to get 0. I'll just write this term. We'll get 0.12340 fine, for this term. I'm sorry, I have written wrong for this term, so I have made it correct. You just correct it. 0.000437 it is. Fine. Now I'll show you the last term. See, last term is 1.5 into 1.5 minus 1 into 1.5 minus 2 into 1.5 minus 3 into 1.5 minus 4 into 1.5 minus 5. Fine. Into minus, along with minus I'm going to put minus 0.002 divided by 6 factorial plus, before pressing divided by plus equal sign, then divided by 6 plus shift button, this factorial sign, that will give you minus 1.367 into 10 power of minus 5. Again shifting, so before that write down 2 digits, only 36 is enough. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put point 0 minus. So I'll just write this value as it is, minus 0.4013. Fine. Now let me simplify full this expression. I am going to simplify. See, 5.474 plus 0.864 plus 0.0225 minus 0.0043 minus 0.00401117, again minus 0.4013. So if you simplify, you will get 6.3600. So I'll just write here. So y is equal to 6.3600 at x is equal to, what is the value of x given? It is 1.85. 1.85. So this is the required solution. So here is the next problem. Say follow the same procedure. Here we need to find, that is y is equal to f of x, right? So in place of x, what we have? 48 degree. So x value is 48. Clearly 48 is nearer to 45. So we need to use Newton forward interpolation formula. For that, let me construct forward difference table. Let me list x and y values. Y is another than f of x values. So x and y values I am right here. So x and y values I have written here. Now first difference, that is delta y. As usual, do the subtraction. 0.7660 minus 0.7071. You will get 0.589. Similarly, subtract these two values. You will get 0.0532. Similarly, subtract these two values. You will get 0.0468. Similarly, second forward difference, subtract these two values. You will get minus 0.0057. Subtract these two values, you will get minus 0.0064. For third difference, subtract these two values, you will get minus of minus this value, that is it will become plus anyhow, minus 0.0007. So how many terms we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to write 4 terms, or we have to write the formula up to del cube y term. So let me write the formula. So here is the formula which contains up to cube, that is del cube y, and I have written formula for p as well. So x is 48 minus x naught is first value, that is 45, divided by h is the common difference, clearly it is 5. So if you simplify, you will get p as 0.6. Now let me make a list of all the values that we require to calculate. That is y naught. Y naught is the first value, delta y naught, all the first values. So y naught is 0.7071. Delta y naught is 0.589. Next, delta square y naught is 0.0057. Next, delta cube y naught is minus 0.0007. Now we need to substitute all these values in the formula. So you will get y is equal to 0.7071 plus p is 0.6 into delta y naught is 0.589 plus 0.6 into 0.6 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught is minus 0.0057 plus 0.6 into 0.6 minus 1, 0.6 minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into delta cube is minus 0.0007. Now let me simplify all these terms. Use the calculator. So first term will be 0.7071 as it is. Now if you multiply 0.6 into 0.589, so you will get plus 0.03534 plus this term, third term, if you simplify, you will get 0.00068. Similarly, simplify third term, you will get minus 0.40 followed by 39. After simplification, you will get y as 0.7430 at x is equal to 48. Y is none other than f of x, right? So f of x is equal to 0.7430 at x is equal to 48 degrees. So this is the required solution. Further few more problems will be continued in the next session. Thank you.